Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've actually uploaded a video to this channel specifically. But yeah, I figured it would be about time to do an update video. I still have quite a bit of way for recovery to go, but I thought I would give you guys a brief few updates on releases and other things going on. So first I want to start off with Dragon Ball Budokai because I haven't actually made a video for that yet. I have one processed and I will put that up soon. But yes, that is available now. So the Budokai 1 undub, which I spoke about in my last video, which was finished, that is available now. That contains the US subtitles with the Japanese language track. There's also another version coming out which has the European subtitles, which were different to the American ones. Some of the subs are more accurate to the actual Japanese literal translation. Some are kind of laughable edits, but I will change the bits that are laughable to a more literal translation. Moving on to Patreon, and if you remember, there was a 2-month-long vote between what you wanted next, SmackDown vs. Raw or SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 on the PS3/360. And as I'm recording this, I am just closing the vote as it's been 2 months, and SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 has won. But as you guys already know, that doesn't mean you won't get any new SmackDown vs. Raw content till 07 releases, because as you already know, there is a test coming out, which we'll talk about in just a bit. But I just want to say thank you to everyone that voted and participated in the poll. Right, now moving on to the SmackDown vs. Raw test. Yes, this is a test basically covering everything I showed, I think, in the last SmackDown vs. Raw video, which was, a few months prior to me having surgery. So yeah, so everything will be there. There'll be loads of things to test. Models, texture bugs, audio bugs, visual bugs, everything. So there will be a new post on Patreon in about a week and a half outlining all the new details of this test. So look forward to that. Now moving on to SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. And as you guys already know, work has been well underway with that for a good chunk of time for version 2. Since we last spoke, obviously, you guys know the APA office is in full effect with a breakable door, a table, some beer cans, filing cabinet, as well as stuff as Regal's commissioner office, and a brand new area that I haven't shown off yet because it replaces the storeroom in Shut Your Mouth, and I'm not entirely comfortable with it. I like the storeroom, I like the interactivity the storeroom has, but also this new part of backstage is really, really cool and sort of prevalent to stuff on TV at the time. So I'm going to show that off a little later, maybe around Christmas time, maybe have a vote, see what you guys think. It matches the iconography of the game. As you know, I've put loads of like posters and loads of little extras. That's gone even crazier in version 2. So there's even more reference to things that are happening in the real world during the time frame of the game. But yeah, we will be looking at that sometime probably in December. Just because I can't make up my mind whether I want the new area or if I want to keep the storeroom. Unfortunately, there is nowhere else I can put it because I wanted to initially replace one of the, I think it's the backstage Times Square. There's a second one which is sort of just blank with the car park, but I'm sure that is used in the NWO bus truck cutscene. So if I replace that, it would look very, very weird. So yeah, something else to look forward to that is rather unexpected. Anyhow, new version of SmackDown Shut Your Mouth with whatever arena we end up picking would be out sometime in January. Side note, there will be a new update for SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 coming out. This is something that will be hitting over the Christmas period for the PS3 and finally the Xbox 360. So people that have been asking me for the Xbox 360 version of the 2008 don't worry, Christmas time, it's all there. And there will be an update to the PS3 one as well. More info on that coming to Patreon in about a month or so. Alright, let's talk about a brand new episode of Rebuilding SmackDown because we haven't done one of those in quite a while, have we? Now, initially, I wanted a brand new episode out this October. Nobody knew this. I didn't reveal it or say it. That was actually the plan prior to me having to have surgery over the summer. Upsettingly so, because I really want to spend the summer working on version 11 and put it out in time for the 20th anniversary. Obviously, having surgery sort of changed that whole plan, so I ended up going to a YouTuber I know, as I've been working on the first draft of the script right before surgery, and I'm probably going to get back to it in a couple of weeks now. And they are they create some incredible videos. Like, I can't do that sort of video editing. I simply can't, and I'm happy to admit that. So luckily, they are coming on board to make help me make the next episode of Rebuilding Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain. And yes, I mean, obviously, I will have... The script will be completely written by me, so don't worry. It will be all my thoughts, all my sort of expertise on the fact, and I will be giving them, footage, but they will just be presenting it in a way that sort of I can see it in my mind, but I can't necessarily do it myself from an editing perspective, if that makes sense. So yeah, that will be coming sometime in 24. While I know some people will think Here Comes the Pain is going to be the biggest thing I put out, I don't necessarily think so. I know it will be big, but there's a couple other things I have which I think might equal, rival, or be bigger, or just be better. Like, I mean, me personally, I think my Shut Your Mouth is better because it's got so much more stuff that, while yes, it's not all Yuke's cut assets, there's just stuff there that I guess really appeals to me. That's more my era, right? It has, stuff like, like we were just talking about, extra backstage assets, all the nonsense like the posters, draft screens, all this other stuff that's completely unnecessary, but just really feeds into me than what I like. So yeah, but Here Comes the Pain will be sometime in 24 with a brand new Rebuilding episode. There's going to be tons and tons of new previews, probably following right after Christmas onward, all the way leading up to the release. I've already got the first preview made and finished. I just never got around to actually doing the write-up, and then it came time for me to have surgery. So I will be adding loads and loads of new previews leading up to the episode's release. Right, anything else I need to talk about? Yes. So, not the end for Dragon Ball games, actually. I know some people might not care. But yeah, I have made a brand new version of Sparking Meteor, so Tenkaichi Budokai 3, and there is a version of HD Collection with the corrected music, so not the cut music that was actually ended up using on the retail release, but the original soundtracks are restored. Those will be coming out for Christmas as well. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you can, on your way out, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already, obviously. Support me on Patreon at patreon.com/ScottJay. And until next time, take care and have a very, very happy Halloween.